Hey guys, what is up? Sunny Dragon here, welcoming you to my trades and transactions video for WWDL Season 2. This is most likely going to be the only one because I never do trades. That's a lie, but we'll go with it. So, you'll understand why I'm doing these if you go watch my team analysis and last week's battle. That's what you guys have to do first. So, if you haven't done that already, go pause this video, come back after you watch those two. They're kind of long compared to this, but just do it. You'll understand everything why. So, for those of you who have watched both of them and are still wondering, what am I doing? Let me explain. So, I needed to fix my team. It was too hyper offensive. I didn't have any ways for Mons to be able to switch in to take hits. If I did have to do that, I would have to sack Mons, similar to week 1. And my team was pretty good. I could play with it, but I felt like I needed Mons to switch into. And I felt like it was not complete. So, I did some free agencies, all 3 of them, at week 2. They will all take effect in week 3. So, I'll also have my regular team for week 2 matches as well. First off, for me to actually do anything, I needed points, since I used all of my points before. And the only way I could do that was by dropping my Mega. So I do that. I lose the versatility of Scizor, mostly the Defog, the Tailwind, and base 90 Bullet Punch. That was really it. A very versatile mon. I dropped down to, I think, tier 3, if I'm not mistaken. I grabbed Mega Steelix. It gives me 80 points. It's still a Steel type. I do lose Hazard Removal, but I gain Hazards in Stealth Rocks, and this is probably the only viable Stealth Rocker I have. I don't really like running rocks on Mamo, and Uxie is Uxie, and I may or may not have Uxie anymore. Spoilers alert. So there's that. Also, Steelix improves my matchup against Magearna a lot, more than Scizor, and I can hit it super effectively, and it's just a better mon overall for my team, because I need mons to switch in, and this mon can easily take a few hits, especially on the physical side, even without any investment. That's base 100, no investment, that's a 496 stat, that's amazing. So there's that. Also, Heavy Slam and Gyro Ball are amazing Steel-type moves, along with Earthquake, very offensive, and base 125 attack isn't terrible either. So there's that. And I get Toxic, I get Cursed, I get Rest. There's a few other moves I'm thinking, like Aqua Tail, Thunder Fang, that are kind of niche, but are still kind of cool for that reasons. So Steelix gives me Steel-type, as well as give me points and hazards, which is nice, and allows me to take a few hits and have a switch in. So there's that. To complement Steelix, I grabbed Blastoise from tier 3. I dropped Floatzel, and I use from Floatzel, who is 40 points, to Blastoise in tier 3. I think I used 60 of that 80 points that I got from Steelix. I grabbed Blastoise. It's a rapid spinner, so I lose Defog from Scizor, but I gain rapid spin in Blastoise, so I have now 2 Defoggers and 2 rapid spinners, which is nice. Also, I do lose Swift Swim, but I gain Rain Dish, so that's more longevity for Blastoise, coupled with leftovers. Pretty bulky in both defenses, and not terribly slow. 70 is not terrible. It's workable if I ever want to go speedy offensive, which is likely never. And special attack and attack aren't bad either. Definitely usable, especially in rain boosted Scalds and Waterfalls and Aqua Tails and whatnots like that. I gain Rapid Spin, like I said. I also gain moves like a Queer Sphere and Dark Pulse, so those are nice as well. And then I gain Mirror Coat, which is really nice for especially because now I deter special attackers I was getting Fake Out and Aqua Jet, so that's 2 priority moves right there. And I think that's about it for that. This, like moves wise at least. Blastoise allows me another switch in with Steelix for my team, makes it more balanced than hyper offensive like it started off as. But that's fine with me because now I feel like my team is more complete and I can actually do something with it. And it's another way to deal with the steel types because Scald has a chance to burn and whatnot. And I resist the steel type moves as well. So Magearna's Flash Cannon, if it ever decides to use that, I can do it. And if it decides to go for something like Floor Cannon, I can easily go Spadef. With Mirror Coat, I might not. That's just an idea. I can deal with stuff like the Megalodis. If they're special, a lot better. Base 105 special defense. I can easily tank a Draco, hit back with a Mirror Coat, or something like, I don't know, Ice Beam or something, or Dark Pulse, Dragon Pulse. I have those moves, so that's nice. There. For my last Freeze, he had 20 points. I was like, I don't know, I might keep it. At the same time, I was like, Uxie's there, but I don't know. I've used Uxie before. I don't really want to use it again. Plus that, I don't really like using Uxie. And I wanted, bam, Volcarona. Volcarona gives me a fire type, which I always wanted from the beginning. And with my Steelix and Blastoise free agencies, I drop down in speed a lot. So that gives me speed. Not much, like 5 points difference, but I mean, still, I gain good special defense if I ever need it. But it's a special attack that I really like. This gives me a very viable setup sweeper and very potent as well. Dark Fire is not a terrible offensive typing. It's really nice. And like I know I have to face Dean, who's in my division twice, and his wall core is Celesteela Cress. Volcarona is super effective against both of them. I can I do super effective damage to both Megalodis, Magearnas, and any other steel type, Psychics and Steels, Dark types for that matter, Grass types, not a threat anymore. I have Volcarona. And very fast, hits really hard, a good setup sweeper. The only downside to this is that defense stat, but I mean, having Blastoise and a Mega Steelix, I don't really care about the defense stat too much because I have switch-ins for those physical attacks. The only problem I have with this, it gives me a rock weakness combined with Mence, Torn, and Pelipper. That's 4 mons really weak to rocks. So now I have to kind of make sure I bring Defog or Rapid Spin almost every week. That kind of limits my team, making my team, but to be fair, I'll pretty much always bring a Rapid Spinner or a Defogger in some sort of way. Like bulky water type in Blastoise is always a good option to have on a team. I can always drop Defog on Mence if I have a spot open for moves. Same with Pelipper and Serena. If I need be, I can go bulky with Rapid Spin, so it all works out. So that's my transactions. Mega Steelix, Blastoise, and Volcarona. I think it makes up my team a lot better. I still like my team from before, but I feel like this team makes it a lot better, a lot more viable for me to make it to playoffs. I really like it, and I hope you guys do too. If you do, leave a comment down below. Tell me you like it, or if you don't, and you think I made terrible transactions, tell me why. Other than that, see you guys. Bye-bye.